Back to the terror environment we find ourselves in today. Our next guest made news over the weekend by saying high-level al-Qaeda operatives are already in place. Democratic Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger of Maryland is the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. And, sir, we are so pleased that you could be with us.
Well, it's good to be here to communicate to our citizens.
Right off the bat, I have to ask you if the types of precautions that are being taken overseas would have prevented a Benghazi.
Well, look, we need to learn from what happened in Benghazi. With respect to Benghazi, the administration was criticized for not doing enough. We will always do whatever we have to do pursuant to the law to protect American citizens. This threat is credible. I've seen the intelligence information. It comes from high-level operatives in al-Qaeda, and it also talks about where some of the locations we're concerned about, the Arabian Peninsula. I've been to Yemen on numerous occasions. There are a lot of al-Qaeda operatives, and they are the al-Qaeda branch that has been focusing on the United States, the underwear bomber, the Times Square bomber, and so we have to be very vigilant to do whatever we can do to protect Americans and our allies throughout the world.
And in talking about the possibility of a major attack over the weekend, you said that we're going to do everything we can to keep Americans who are in other parts of the world safe. Are we at risk here on our shores right now?
Well, we have to be vigilant. We know right now al-Qaeda has learned ways to avoid us learning the intelligence of what they're doing, what they're trying to do. One of the things in the techniques that was used in the underwear bomber is more of a lone wolf situation where there are fewer people involved. But what concerned us about this threat is when the higher-level operatives in al-Qaeda talked about a serious threat, making a change in policy, being out there and trying to be in a situation where they will kill anyone from the West and attack anyone from the West, not Americans. So to answer your question, clearly we have to be ready. We have to get intelligence, and we need the public involved. You know, when you see something unusual, let your authorities know, because they're not going to be as many people involved in these new conspiracies because they're trying to avoid detection from us.
But, Congressman, and they have all kinds of new ways. Jennifer Griffin was telling us, surgically implanted, using women and children. I mean, that's the situation every day. So what changes when this broad, let's show the map again of the number of embassies and consulates, such a broad area. First of all, how do you implement precautions in this large region, keep things safe at home, and what's different now than every single day since 9/11 when we know they want us dead?
The best defense against terrorist attacks is intelligence. We have a great intelligence community that's working every day to gain intelligence to protect us, also working with our allies. But we have to be aware now for the rest of our lives that there are people, especially al-Qaeda and other terrorist groups, that want to kill us every day, and they'll try to plan, and we're trying to be a step ahead of them and get this information so that when we get a threat like we got, we're doing whatever we can to be very safe and put all Americans on alert all over the world, but especially in the hot spots.
And I appreciate that, but why not say, look, well, you don't want to give too much information, I understand, but it's such a broad warning for folks. Should they be traveling planes, trains? Do we have everything we need in place?
Let me address that, because you want to protect your families. We should not change our lifestyle because of al-Qaeda, but we have to be careful. We have to make sure we don't go to certain areas. I would not go to Yemen if you had planned a trip to go to Yemen or some other hot spots. I would not go to Egypt right now. I would continue to do what you're doing every day. Just be alert, be aware. And we have tremendous people out there collecting intelligence, and so do our allies that are trying to get information so that we can deter the attack. You know, one of the reasons this is out there, and we're putting this out there, is to let them know we know that they've got attacks that are planned, and we're going to do whatever we can to deter those attacks and protect Americans and our allies all over the world.
Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger, thank you so much.